So started off in 2015 or 2016 at $10 an hour, I think, as an intern, and it's 2024 now, and I'll make north of six figures with no college degree. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brad, and this is Traffic Talk. So I haven't fully decided what this channel is going to be, but just to give you a little bit of background about myself. So things I like talking about personal finance, so there's probably going to be a little bit of personal finance content on this channel. I work in the construction industry, so we're going to talk about construction. I came up in oil and gas, so there's going to be some oil and gas, but I'm also going to give a bunch of thoughts on how to improve as an employee, as I manage a team of employees and a bunch of different personalities, how I kind of came up through the ranks with no college degree. So I'm going to give some insights into that. I play poker, so I'm going to talk maybe a little bit about that background, what I learned from poker, how to apply it in real life, and then also just some random ramblings about that stuff. So that's how we're going to get it kicked off. I'll probably have maybe like Tuesdays and Thursdays, Traffic Talk Tuesdays, Traffic Talk Thursdays, some alliteration like that. And we'll see how it goes. But let me know what kind of content you guys want to see, and we'll go off that. So how I started off was I started off at a small oil and gas company back in 2015. Started out begging for an internship. So in 2015, the oil and gas market was so I went into company and I said, hey, I'd like an internship, please. After knowing somebody who worked there, they got me a sit down interview. I asked for no compensation, just, hey, give me 3 months. I can show you guys how I can help you. This is what my specialty was. This is what I'm studying in school. I was studying supply chain at the time. So I ended up getting the internship. It turned into a hourly job. I started out at $18 an hour, which is about 36 grand a year. So not that much, but how I got the job was I worked hard in my internship. I showed up early, I worked hard, I stayed late, did the same as an hourly employee. And then kind of an interesting spot was learning when to ask for a raise is an important skill, right? So step one is making yourself as valuable as possible to the company. So what that means is learning quickly, learning well, and then performing. So if I am the guy that knows how to do XYZ in process, that's great, cool. I mastered this one XYZ process. Now I'm the go-to person for that. Then just kind of having your ears open in meetings or identifying things that are causing other people headaches and frustration, and thinking about learning more about that process. Why is this process causing headaches or heartaches or whatever, frustrations, inefficiencies, money losses, anything like that, learning about it and then presenting different solutions and seeing what sticks. When you start doing that, that will start to show your competence in your field, and honestly just that you care about something. So much in the working world is, if you truly care about something, that is very valuable. So lots of people just want to go to work, clock in, clock out, and get a paycheck, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's kind of what lots of people sign up for. But for advancement purposes, if you care about a process and you care about your performance and take pride in your performance at work, that's going to be very apparent. So anyways, kind of back to the story from my first salary position was I had $18 an hour. I got hired on, after an internship for a relatively modest wage. Did about it. I never complained. Always was, positive attitude, work hard attitude, because I just had to trust intuitively that, hey, those raises and those career advancements were coming. And so what ended up happening was there was kind of three to four of my same type of role, and we were all doing a lot, right? It was oil and gas, lean marketplace, understaffed, doing a lot of stuff. So what ended up happening was two of the 3 or 4 guys, people doing all my same role, 2 of them kind of quit or left. Can't really remember exactly what happened within the period of 2 weeks. And this was when, we were already understaffed. And so an opportunity came up to, hey, well, 2 people already left. I wasn't planning on it, but they need me an awful lot right now. This seems like a pretty good opportunity to realize my value, right? So I understood that I was underpaid, didn't about it and complain. I just kind of kept working hard, waiting for my time. And then this was a pretty good opportunity for, well, if I left right now, that would hurt them an awful lot. I'm already underpaid. It's a pretty good inflection point to realize my equity, my actual worth. And so I went to my boss and I used some of my poker skills, which we'll talk about, but I bluffed. And another word for this is I lied. And so you have to weigh kind of some of the ethical things about that. But I basically said, hey, I have another job offer on the table. I was getting paid $18 an hour, and I said this other job is willing to pay $24 an hour plus some benefits, and it was with a much bigger company. And so I was hoping that my company would counter, right? Because I had worked hard, put in a lot of hours, made myself valuable, always had a good attitude at work, worked hard, tried to show that I care, show that I was competent, like I said, make myself valuable. And luckily they did counter and gave me my first salary position for I think it was $55,000 salary rather than 24 hourly. So I was stoked about it. I could kind of afford to eat now. So that was a pretty big win. But there's a couple of different things that led up to that that I just want to go back and highlight, because it's going to be pretty easy to gloss over those. So one was working hard no matter what, right? So I was had an internship, wasn't making anything really at all to speak of. I think they actually ended up throwing me $10 an hour, but it was unlivable wage. But I didn't complain about it. I kept working hard. I had a good attitude. I was asking for more work. When I didn't have any work, I wasn't just wasting the day away. I was going and finding out about other people's problems and, hey, do you need help with that? What are you working on? Stuff I was learning. I was hungry. That turned into my first hourly position. Then, was biding my time. Same thing, working hard, good positive attitude, cared about my job. Just pretty much working hard, trying to be competent, trying to take pride in my work. And then an opportunity presented itself for a good time. Yeah, I got a phone call, but an opportunity presented itself to basically realize my equity and go and ask and be aggressive for a raise, and not just ask for a raise, but kind of force a raise, right? Because it could have been certainly they could have called my bluff and said, nope, sorry man, can't do it. and they could have done it if, you know, I wasn't working hard, if I wasn't valuable, and if it wasn't a good time, or anything like that. But I knew that they needed me because I had made myself valuable. I was working hard. I had a lot of stuff on my plate, and so it was a calculated move. And then I gave them a reasonable price, right? I didn't go and ask for, you know, $80,000 or something. You know, it was a reasonable price for my time, and I knew that because of it. So that's something else that will be tied in a different video when we'll talk about personal finance a little bit. But something else that gave me confidence to do that was having a proper emergency fund to do it. So, you know, if I didn't get a paycheck for a couple weeks, I was still going to be able to eat. And this is just one of the many benefits of having a proper emergency fund is you can be a little bit aggressive in some career shifts like this. So that kind of gives a little bit of background of kind of how I came up. You know, some very, very high points on how I was able to advance in my career through my first salaried position. And I'll talk more about those points, kind of dig a little deeper into those. But that's how I kind of got my start. And I guess the next video we'll talk a little bit about that process, and then company hopping, and if I have any thoughts on any particular thing after reviewing the video and seeing what you guys say down in the comments below. So yeah, it sounds pretty generic, but work hard, make yourself valuable, know your worth, know what your market value is. If you're not getting your market value, don't walk around with a pouty face at work saying, "Oh, poor me." Just keep working hard, and then pick your spots, and good things will tend to happen. So started off in 2015 or 2016 at $10 an hour, I think, as an intern, and it's 2024 now, and I'll make north of six figures with no college degree. So there's also certainly some personal trials along the way, 2 or 3 of which are pretty severe lifestyle stuff that I'm not sure how much I'm going to get into on this channel. I probably will. I'll feel it out as we go. But yeah, that's going to be the video. That's going to wrap up the first traffic talk. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I guess what you're supposed to say is leave a like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm or something. So anyways, gotta come up with that outro. Maybe I can be professional and say, what should my outro line be for YouTube algorithm? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Traffic Talk Tuesdays out.